Hi, Joe Cerrone.
And Al Rosen.
Welcome to our weekly Zoom meeting for CAD 134, Basic AutoCAD for Interior Design. We're going to start off this week on Lab 6. If we look at Lab 6, we started on that last week. Here's our chapter objectives. And as we go through and we start to work with these different commands, some of them are useful. Some of them are a little bit more than we use from a standard. Annotative text is one of those things. Annotative text allows the text height to adapt to the viewport scaling. It's a little complicated to use, and what happens is if you don't set it up right, it's very difficult to update drawings versus if you use the just text heights and dim scale. Most people use that. And so we don't go into the annotative text, but we do a lot with Design Center. And so we have Al's Design Center content. And so down here, you can get the 3D files or the 2D files, which you'll need to produce these drawings. And this week, we're just going to continue to work on detailed drawings. If I make this bigger, we have project 6.1 that's required. And then 6.2 is a bonus. So module 6 is basically going through and working with this hotel drawing. We're going to go through and we're going to create this floor plan. You're going to use the Design Center content to insert the plumbing fixtures. So if we go and look at this drawing right here, we were working with some student files. And so we did some updates to the plumbing fixtures. We put this little red bar across it to show that you can update your drawings. Here's my Design Center. And we're using the Design Center that we downloaded. And so I can go to my Design Center that I downloaded from Al, and then I can expand that out. And we can use that to insert different symbols. And so Al's got these all set up with furniture. And so if we want to look at some of the furniture, if we want to look at some of the art, we can kind of drill down into some of these things and look at blocks. And so here's some different blocks for that. I'm not sure if art was really the best choice here, trying to put pictures on the wall. Plants would be good though. Let's see what he has for plants. So if we want to add some plants here, click on the plants icon and you get this 2D graphic right away. Some of them are 3D. So if we want to put in a 3D plant, we can drag it, drop it. It looks just like a 2D plant. It will allow you to scale it in the x-axis and in the y-axis. But if you just hit enter, it'll come in at scale of 1 for x-axis and 1 for y-axis. And then it allows you to rotate it as you put it into the drawing. And so Design Center is a content manager. And then once I have that plant in the room, I can move it. And then I can take a look at it from an isometric view. And since this one was 3D, it looks pretty awesome. I'm not sure if I can override the color here. Let's see. A little bit, some of it. And we can go into some of those things, but really gives your drawing a very strong look as you start to learn how to model these things, especially as you start to put them into things like a conceptual drawing view. And so as we start to go through and lay these out, we have this side-by-side refrigerator and this plant. But content is king when you start getting into design work, because I can take all of these plumbing fixtures, excuse me, and I can add them into the drawing. In the top view, they're 2D, and then in a model view, they're 3D, which we can do more with. They're more visually appealing, and they allow you to do more things with the layout. So our our drawing for the week is to work on drawing 6-1. And then as we work on drawing 6-1, we will collect that next week. And then the following week, we will go through Lab 7. And so Lab 7 is already put out there for you. We do have the floor plan 2-dimensional drawing for you. And we're going to walk you through how to calculate room areas and be able to just do the calculations. And so that's our plan for next week. And then the following week is spring break. So Al and I will be in, are you going to go to Vegas this year, Al?
Oh, yeah, right.
I might actually go. The tickets are really pretty reasonably priced. So next week is Lab 7. And then the following week, we'll have no class. And then after that, we're going to start to wrap things up a little bit to review for a midterm. Okay, that's our weekly Zoom meeting. And Al, is there anything else that I need to cover?
No, that is it.
All right, I'm going to end the recording. We'll post that, and then we'll open things up for questions.